Moving along this week on the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, Max, let's get into our week 5 game picks. We got some
Yes.
juicy games on the schedule, but I don't know if a lot of people know this. This is the week where bye weeks start, Max. We got
Mm.
4 teams on a bye here.
I'm getting hit hard in my fantasy lineup this week, week 5. I have Keenan Allen and I have Kenneth Walker the third. And you might as well count this as a bye week. We have the Cowboys versus the 49ers. I have the Cowboys defense. I don't know if I'm starting the Cowboys defense against the 49ers, everybody. Oh my goodness. That definitely makes me nervous. It's going to be, it might be a tough week. I still have faith in my boys, but without Kenneth Walker and Keenan Allen, the bye weeks are kicking my ass this week.
2 juicy starters right there. But the 4 teams on bye are the Cleveland Browns, Los Angeles Chargers, Seattle Seahawks, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tough to have a week 5 bye and then have to go all those weeks in a row to finish the season. I
Yeah,
would want it. I would want it later.
a bit later. Yeah.
But let's start here. Thursday night, Prime Video Max. We got your 0-4 shit sniffing Bears going on the road. Take on the Salamanders of Washington. Max, are the Bears going to get their first W tomorrow night?
Oh, this is the worst football game to air. I swear.
I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, and I don't even mind I'm missing it.
Yeah. I'm still gonna iron my Khalil Mack jersey. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna iron that out. I'm still gonna put it on. I'm gonna have the game on to root on my Bears, but I am picking the Washington Queefs, the Washington football Queefs, to take this one home. It's the Bears are the worst team in the league, everybody. How many times I got to say today? I'm a Bears fan. I picked them to squeak into the playoffs out of hope. Out of hope. This is the worst team that I have seen in Bears history.
That's big talk there, Max. Bears history. I really want to take the Bears here. Justin Fields, he might have figured something out last week. He was my extra juicy dog at the quarterback position last week.
Good pick.
Quarterback 4 on the week. I can't take the Bears. I can't take the Bears on the road. Washington looked good last week, losing by a field goal in overtime to the Eagles. I got to take the Salamanders.
Washington is they're solid. Right? They're not great. They're not good. Like they're solid. At least they're a football team. The Bears aren't a football team. Okay, they'll get their ass kicked by a lot of college teams right now. I'm telling you right now, they'll get their ass kicked.
Moving to Sunday, we got back-to-back London games for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They just stayed over there and hung out.
Yeah, what? Yeah. That was really weird. Okay, whatever.
Home away from home. They're sitting at 2-2 right now. Maybe surprising to some people, but Buffalo's coming across the pond this time. And Max, I think Buffalo's going to smack them around. Jaguars are going to go to 2-3. This AFC South is wide open.
AFC South is wide open. Jaguars have had a tough schedule, believe it or not, with some of these losses, and Buffalo Bills being the toughest loss they're going to take. I think it's going to be closer than you think, just because the Jaguars they're already there. They're already there in London. They already got their sleep schedule right. So it's going to be it's going to be a little bit different. But I still got the Bills. The Bills are too good.
This was, excuse me, this was a big point in the preseason, Max, when you were queefing on me about taking my Titans to win the division, that the Jaguars are going to be playing the Chiefs and the Bills. And they're, the Titans already have wins over the Bengals and the Chargers. This AFC South is open, baby. And let's get right into the AFC South right here, because we got a battle. The 2-2 Titans go to Indianapolis to take on the 2-2 Colts. This baby is going to be a smash mouth game. Max, you saw my Titans last week.
I did.
Win 27-3, a spanking over the Bengals. I think that carries over. I'm planning on starting DeAndre Hopkins in my flex. Let's not sleep on a touchdown.
Oh my.
Titans win on the road. Oh, baby, it's going to be sweet.
I also got the Titans. Okay, hey, I'm starting to become I'm not a Titans fan, but I'm gonna root for them.
Bears, Raiders, Titans for you?
Oh, Raiders, get out of here. Jesus. Get out of here. I'm starting to like the Titans a little bit just because, I got to root for a Nashville crowd. This game's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight game. I really think it's going to be a good one. The Colts defense is actually pretty good. Okay, look out. They got a lot of sacks this year. They got like 14 sacks. Okay, so look out because Queef Tannehill sucks. And I can also claim that again from what I saw on last Sunday. He is garbage. Okay. He sucks. It's the running game of Derrick Henry and even Tajay Spears. That's what's been great. And also their defense looked good against Cincinnati. We'll talk about Cincinnati when we get there. But I also got Tennessee. So go Tennessee.
Moving along on Sunday, we got the 2-2 Houston Texans going on the road to take on the Falcons at 2-2. Now, this might be a good game here. Probably a toss-up the way that Houston's been playing, the way they've been scoring points. But Atlanta at home, I think they're going to control the tempo of this game. Falcons get this one done in a 22-17 game. I don't know, some shit like that.
I agree with that score. I think these are actually pretty fun games. I like looking at. I like the fact that Houston is having a good season with CJ Stroud already. Desmond Ridder sucks on the Falcons, by the way. He looked terrible last week in London. Terrible. But I also do have the Falcons. I think they do control the game on the ground with Bijan Robinson. But that's all. And they're at home. They're at home. So, they always play a little bit better. So I got Falcons. Let's go Falcons.
Staying in the morning games on Sunday, we got the winless 0-4 Panthers going on the road to take on the 3-1 Detroit Lions. Max, make this one quick. Detroit is already favored by 10 points. This one might be a smacking. Carolina is allegedly they're looking for a number one wide receiver right now. Well, they just traded away DJ Moore. Carolina might win 2 games this year.
They're definitely going for that number 1 overall pick. They have no quarterback, so why wouldn't you try? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They do have Bryce Young. Sorry, he's in development. But it's the Lions, everybody. There's going to be 2 0-5 teams, and the Bears are one of them.
Yeah, CJ Stroud definitely outperforming Bryce Young at this moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Another ass beating coming in the morning games. The 1-3 Giants, who look awful, and make me look awful right now. They're going on the road to take on Miami at 3-1. Miami's 11-point favorite. Ride the Dolphins. Giants look awful. Danny Dookie Jones looks like trash. But Max, guess what? He's in my lineup right now. I'm starting him.
Oh God! You didn't want to go into the waiver wire and just fucking pick up somebody.
I'll look again.
Yeah, go pick up Jimmy G, as Zach would say. Zach would want Jimmy G. Aiden O'Connell. We'll get to the Raiders in a second because I got really excited about Aiden O'Connell. Go Boilers!
Raiders are your second favorite team.
Get out of here. Settle down over there. You're getting sweaty. I'm getting sweaty. Dolphins got this one. The Giants are terrible. Danny Dimes got sacked 10 times. This guy got sacked 10 times. Pick six. They look like garbage. That offense has got nothing without Saquon Barkley. Dolphins look so damn good. I love watching the Dolphins. I hope they're on TV.
Dolphins are definitely a sexy team, a fantasy relevant team. For the Giants to win a game in the playoffs last year, this is a big disappointment for them.
Yeah.
All right, Max, we got 2 more games here in the morning slate on Sunday. We got the 2-2 New Orleans Saints going on the road to take on the 1-3 Patriots. Couple nuggets for you here. Alvin Kamara returned last week, as we all know. He had 13 catches, Max, for 33 yards. Okay.
Oh gosh.
This is the least amount of yards on at least 13 catches in the history of the NFL.
Wow.
The previous low on 13 plus catches, 71 yards. So this is crazy. 13 catches for 33 yards. That's nuts.
You're happy in fantasy.
Yeah.
One way to look at it.
Especially in a PPR league. Hell yeah. But the Patriots, they're coming off that 38-3 pounding last week by the Cowboys. Max, this was actually Bill Belichick's worst loss in his career.
Smashed them.
They're not rebounding from this. I know Derek Carr is hurt, but Alvin Kamara is going to have a big game. I'm going Saints on the road.
I'm also going Saints. I'm a little surprised at how good the Saints have been so far. The defense looks great. Here's the question though: is Derek Carr? Is he playing?
Played last week, and he shouldn't have.
Everything was good.
He shouldn't
Okay.
have.
Well, I know that it's questionable right now, but so he just must be doing limited practices. But it sounds like he's going to be all right if he played last week.
Last game in the morning slate, AFC North battle here. The Baltimore Ravens sitting at 3-1, going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers, sitting at 2-2. The defense just goosed last week. Kenny Pickett might be the worst starting quarterback in the league. I don't know. He said he's gonna play this week. I don't know if he's gonna. If he doesn't, Mitch Queef-Bisky, your guy, is gonna be in there. But it doesn't matter.
My
Baltimore's
guy.
gonna get this one done on the road. Only a 4-point favorite. I might be taking the Ravens with those 4 points.
I got the Ravens all day, all day. It's a mess in Pittsburgh. I'm surprised they are 2-2. They would not be 2-2 if freaking Micah Fitzpatrick didn't crush
Minka.
Nick Chubb. Mika Fitzpatrick didn't crush Nick Chubb's knee and my heart while you're at it.
And your heart. Well, poor Chubb. Browns are on bye, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Afternoon slate here. We got 4 games. Got a couple juicy ones. First here, we got the 4-0 undefeated Eagles going on the road, going to LA, take on the Rams sitting at 2-2. I was back and forth on this game, Max.
Definitely. I was too.
This one's a good one. Puka Nacua. Big name here. We didn't know this guy 5 weeks ago. We didn't know
his name's Puka. Who the hell? Who? Puka.
Max, he's got more catches and receiving yards through a player's first 4 games. Through his first 4 games in his career than anyone has had in their first 5 games. Okay. He has more catches and yards in his first 4 games than anyone has ever had in their first 5 games. This guy came out of nowhere. Kyron Williams, also the running back out of Notre Dame, also was a great waiver wire pickup. Probably the 2 best waiver wire pickups this year. Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, both on the Rams. I want to take the Rams here, but they lost to the Bengals. I know the Eagles coming off barely beating the Salamanders last week, but I got to go Eagles. I got to go Eagles on the road.
Yeah, I'm definitely still on that Eagles train right now. They're 4-0. I'm not going to jump off it yet. The Rams have been a surprise, though. Am I not right? Like, I think we were all like, "Oh, the Rams suck. They're not going to do it." Like, these guys actually might be going all the way to the final week. You try to slip into that playoff.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think they look all right. Great coaching. Sean McVay is such an awesome coach.
Better weapons than we thought there.
No doubt. But I do have the Eagles for this week.
Moving along, we got 2 1-3 teams here, both disappointing. One we figured they were going to be 1-3. One we're pretty surprised. We got the Bengals going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. I think Arizona's really bad. I think the Bengals. This could be a get right game. I don't care if it is for them or not. I don't want to see it really, but I'm gonna have the Bengals in this one. What do you think, Max?
I think you said exactly what needed to be said. I think it's a try to get back on track game. This is what I'm going to say about the Bengals, because this is what I ended up watching. You know how close I was to starting Joe Burrow last week because the Titans defense sucks. I was this close
against the pass.
I was against the pass. Sorry, everybody. Against the pass. Yes, this close. But the rushing, the rush defense, the stopping the rushing game and also attacking the quarterback. Titans are really good, but what the Bengals struggle with is their offensive line is terrible. I literally, Joe Burrow would say hike, and then he get tackled. It's not as bad as it is in New York for the Giants, where Danny Dimes got sacked 10 times this past Monday, but the offensive line looks awful. Joe Burrow doesn't know what to do. He can't run because he's a little gimpy in the calf, okay, as we all know. And it's hard for him to chuck it right now because he doesn't get any blocking. They got to figure out that offensive line, and Joe Mixon ain't doing shit either. If you have if you have anyone on the Bengals right now, you are severely disappointed.
The Cincinnati Bengals through 4 weeks are 32nd. Max, there's 32 teams in the NFL. They're dead last in points per play, and touchdowns. They have 3 offensive touchdowns in 4 games, Max. 3 offensive touchdowns.
Ridiculous. No one was expecting that. No one.
Your guy, Joe Burrow, my AFC North queef of the year. He's QB 31 on the season.
Terrible.
QB 31. He has 31.4 fantasy points. Max, you're not going to believe this. 10 defenses and 16 kickers have outscored Joe Burrow on the season. 10 defenses and 16 kickers are more valuable than Joe Burrow right now.
When you do not have an offensive line, when you do not have that blocking ability, quarterbacks can't do anything. That is why Tom Brady's the man. I don't care what you think about it. When he was on the Patriots and they won a Super Bowl, he went out and bought his offensive line, every single one on that offensive line, a car. Maybe Joe Burrow needs to do that with his new contract.
Yeah, a lot of money there, Joe. Staying in the afternoon games, we got a snoozer here. This one's not going to be on my TV. Both teams sitting at 1-3. The Jets coming here to Denver, take on the Broncos. This game's a toss-up, Max. I think the Broncos defense is awful. I think the Broncos defense is awful.
Yep.
Just before we came on here live today, I picked up Tyler Goose. I picked him up from the Jets. Could be a touchdown.
Might be his goose week. That's what it is. It might be the goose week.
Denver is 29th against the tight end position. Tyler Conklin. He could get in the end zone. I'm going Jets on the road. Buff the Broncos. I know I got a helmet of the Broncos right here. Dr. Serlin sitting on top. But Broncos suck. Broncos are awful.
Broncos are really, really bad. I can't believe it either. You know, when you see Russell Wilson get traded there, signs this big contract. Sean Payton's there now too. So you're like, oh, okay, all right. And maybe they turn it around. It's not looking like it. The Jets suck too, but I think the Jets defense is enough to disturb Russell Wilson. So yeah, go Jets. I got the Jets.
Zach Wilson looked a little bit better last Sunday night against the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
Listen to this one. Zach Wilson, according to Bleacher Report here, he's the only QB to ever have fewer interceptions and more completions, passing yards, and touchdown passes in a game against Mahomes in college or the NFL. Zach Wilson had fewer picks, more completions, yards, and tutties than Mahomes last Sunday night. Can you believe that?
I'm shocked. Well, good for him. Maybe he's turning it around.
Maybe he's turning around, and as a Garrett Wilson owner, I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Moving along here in the afternoon games, the 3-1 Kansas City Chiefs going on the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings at 1-3. Just got their first win last week. Guess what, Max? They're going to 1-4. Chiefs on the road.
Chiefs easy, but I do think that this could be a shootout. I think it could be a back and forth scoring event. I think it could be a fun one to watch on your TV, but I got Chiefs all day. Yeah, no doubt.
It is the highest projected over-under on the week at 52.5 points. So, yeah, there's going to be some scoring here in this matchup. Moving into Sunday night, prime time, Max. Not Coach Prime out here in Boulder, but prime time NBC, the Sunday night game. We got the Cowboys taking on the 49ers.
Might be the best game so far.
This is my juiciest game of the week. You took the words out of my mouth. Cowboys at 3-1, smacking people. They lost to Arizona. Who'd they lose to?
Arizona.
They lost to Arizona by 12. Surprising game there. 49ers undefeated at home. This one is juicy. I'm definitely starting Brandon Ayuk. 140-something yards last week. I've got to go the 49ers at home. I can't explain that Arizona loss for the Cowboys. I'm going to 49ers in prime time.
You know what? I had a little back and forth on this. Okay, I have CeeDee Lamb. All right, I got the Dallas defense, and I just picked up Ferguson, tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if I'm starting all of them. You know, I'm just saying that I have the Dallas Cowboys this week. Okay, Dallas looks good. Okay, this is the best Dallas team that I've seen long time. I honestly, because their defense is so dominating. It is exciting to see. They have 4 touchdowns already. 4 touchdowns by the defense. Okay. Micah Parsons is arguably the best defensive player in the game. He's so good. So good. Their cornerbacks on the wings are just intercepting the ball left and right. But it's even with all these defensive players, they're playing the 49ers, and it makes you scared to start them. I'm scared to start the defense this week because the 49ers are so technical. They don't make mistakes. Okay. Can Dallas make the mistakes? I'm thinking they can. And so that's why I'm going Dallas. I think the defense, I don't think the 49ers have seen as good as a defense as the Dallas Cowboys so far.
That's a juicy one. Prime time Sunday night. Also, prime time Monday night. Last game on the slate for Week 5 on ESPN. The 2-2 Green Bay Packers going on to take on the Las Vegas Raiders at 1-3. Max, I don't think the Raiders are very good. Their only win is a 1-point win over these Broncos. Green Bay Packers on the road.
I got the Packers. I think they're just a better organization, just all around better when it comes to that. The Raiders, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Hey, but I will say a little shout out to Purdue University's Aiden O'Connell. He got out there. He played all right. I know he had like probably 3 turnovers first game of the NFL, little jitters and whatnot, but it's pretty exciting to see a Purdue quarterback starting in the NFL. We haven't seen that since Drew Brees.
Drew Beasy. Shout out Drew Bees.
But I got Green Bay. Sorry, I didn't say that. I got Green Bay. Go Packers.
Go Pack, go.